All right, we are recording now. So let's go down and look at this triangular prism. So triangular prism, we took a look at some three-dimensional shapes in class. They have rectangles all the way around and then triangles on both ends. So if we're going to make a net of this, there are different ways that you could do it. I think the easiest one to think about is to kind of turn this on its side. And you have three rectangles, they're not all the same size, and then triangles coming off of this bottom side. But drawing it this way for me doesn't always help me think about how this is going to look as far as surface area goes, but we could try. So the triangles we know are 9 by 6, so this has to be 9 here, and then it's 6 this way. So this is 9 this way, 6 this way. And then you just have to pick one of the rectangles that comes off of this 9 over here. So if we're thinking about sort of this front face, it's 9 by 11. So I'll put 11 this way. And then there would be another side that's 11 by 7. That would be over here. So it's 11 tall if I just copy this over here, and it goes 7 this way, so imagine that rectangle back there. And then this rectangle over here is 11 by 8, so 11 by 8. So you have to kind of think about each rectangle separately and what that's going to look like. So with this one, we do have 3 different rectangles and 2 triangles that we're going to add up. So let's just go through the rectangles. So if I'm doing, let's list it this way. Let's think of this rectangle right here that's 9 by 11 as the front. So that would be 9 times 11, and 11s are easy. That just makes that 99. So that's the front side, or the bottom as we drew it on here. And then if we did sort of this left rectangle, the dimensions, it's 11 tall and 7 wide, so that'd be 7 times 11. Like I said, 11s are easy. That one's just 77. No need to grab that calculator. And then if I think about the right-hand rectangle that's over here, it's 8 this way and 11 this way. So imagine this back behind. They sort of got the dashed lines to help you imagine that's three-dimensional back behind. It's 8 times 11. And so that's 88. So those are the 3 rectangles. Then we need to look at the triangle. And we drew it on our net, but honestly, I like it in this picture better, so I'm going to use that. So for the triangle, we have 6 by 9. So it's 6 tall and 9 across, and then there's 2 of them. And I'm going to teach you a shortcut for this. So you would take 6 times 9 divided by 2, but then you're going to multiply it by 2 because there's 2 of them. Question?
We can't see that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I went off the screen, didn't I? It's great when I'm recording and I do that. All right, so for the triangles, we're looking up here. The base is 9 and the height is 6. So to do one of those triangles, I would take 6 times 9 and divide by 2. But remember that there's 2 of them on the top and the bottom. So then I'm going to multiply by 2. So if I divide by 2 and then multiply by 2, what does that what happens there? It stays the same. So really we can just get rid of the divide by 2 part because there's going to be 2 of them, and 2 of them together would make a parallelogram. So we just have to know what 6 times 9 is. So what is 6 times 9, Johnny? 54. And then I have to add up 99, 77, 88, and 54. So just to make this easier, I'm going to write these numbers over here so that they line up, and then we can add. So I was trying to make some easy pairs here, but it's just not going to happen. So 9 and 7 make 16, 8 and 4 make 12, and if I add those up, I get 28. So I'm going to put an 8 down and carry the 2. The 2 and the 8 make 10. I always like to look for those 10s. So that's 10. And then 9 and 7 make 16, so 26 plus 5. You got it? Yeah. So then we get 31, unless I made a mistake. Did I make any mistakes? I think that's right. And so that would be everything all together. So 318 meters squared. Now, if you want to take 54 and divide by 2 using long division, and then multiply by 2 again, if that just makes you feel better about it, you can. I just want you to realize on these problems, because there's 2 of them, they would actually fit together to make a parallelogram, and you're going to divide by 2 and then multiply by 2, which means you're going to get back to whatever 6 times 9 was. So just trying to give you a shortcut for those.